You scheduled a meeting in French but set the wrong time. Because of that, your Francophone colleague showed up an hour late. French time expressions in a professional settings are nothing like English. They are totally different when it comes to French time and English time. Ghanaian professionals in bilingual organizations make time mistakes in meetings, emails, and focus every single day. And those mistakes have real consequences, okay, for the company. For instance, missed deadlines, confused colleagues on the other side, and a reputation for disorganization you cannot afford. In French business, time is not just money, as we've been saying, but it is respect. Now, follow this account for free business French lessons built specifically for Ghanaian professionals, including everyone as well. And this is done every week. Every week, we send 3 videos, okay, to help you being a bilingual person. Here's what every Ghanaian professional must know about time. Okay, so in this part four, okay, for French time in a business settings, we are going to learn this formula, hour plus minutes. Okay, so how do we say it? Okay, we want to talk about hour, we want to talk about minute. Okay, yes, and then also when we want to talk about quarter, hours and half hours. How do we say them in French? All right. The truth is, when it comes to this quarter, half, and then this minus, okay, in French nowadays we don't use them. But I do teach my student anyway because we never knew when you meet, okay, in the near future, maybe you meet this old timers, okay, that they still use it. Then at least you have an idea, a rough idea about it during an interview or in a bilingual, okay, setting. So we are going to learn it anyway. All right. So in French, okay, when we say 8:15, all right, we normally say il est 8 heures et quart. And the literal translation in English, 8 hours and quarter. Okay. Il est 8 heures et demie. Literal translation, that is 8 hours and half. Okay. 8:45, that is in French, il est 8 heures 45 minutes. All right. Literal translation, 8 hours 45 minutes. Now, the same, it is 8:45. You can also say the other way. Il est 9 heures moins le quart. Okay. Literal translation in English will be like 9 hours minus quarter. All right. So this is what you have in French when it comes to this quarter, okay, half, and then the minus. And then, as I'm saying, these ones we're using it in the past, but in a professional environment nowadays, you don't use this quart, demi, moins. All right, in French, but it is important to know anyway. Now, let's go to the regular minute that we are talking about from 1 up to 59. Okay. Yes. So in French, when we say it is 8:5, okay, 8:5, we normally say il est 8 heures 5, 8:10, il est 8 heures 10, 8:20, il est, sorry, 8:20, il est 8 heures 20. 8:25, il est 8 heures 25. 8:35, il est 8 heures 35. Okay. Now, 8:40, il est 8 heures 40. 8:50, il est 8 heures 50. 8:55, il est 8h55. Okay, and it continues like that. 9h, 10h, 11h, including the minutes. So don't forget, this time around, we want to focus on the minutes. So this is normal, the standard, okay, for saying the French time, all right, in a professional environment. Now, let's also consider the alternative. When you say the moins, okay, moins in French, yes, the moins in French that you are referring to minus, okay, for minutes and before the hour. How do you also say it in French? So, used in 12-hour conversational system. Okay. So, for instance, when we talk about 8:45, all right, in French, you can also say 8h45. Okay, 8h45. But you want to add the moins, which is minus. Then it's going to be 9h moins le quart. Okay, 9h moins le quart. All right. Then when we refer to 8:50, it is 8h50. But you go with the moins, with the minus, it will be 9h moins 10. Okay. Then when you go to 8:55, that is 8h55. With the moins minus, it will be 9h moins 5. All right. So this is how we use the moins, the minus, okay, in French. But with all these things, what are you saying? Okay. We are saying that for professional work, use the standard way. Okay. And the standard way, the example, I gave an example, for instance, okay. Here is the example here that I want to underline for you to see. 8h45. Okay, that is 8:45. Okay, AM, 8h45. So that professional standard, okay, that is what we learned it here. Okay, that is where we learn it from here. All right, from here. So when you want to learn the French time, it is better to learn, okay, this type of time. The moins, as I said, the moins, the demi, the quart, which means quarter, half, those things in French, it was in the past. Okay, it was in the past. So in a professional environment, learn how to use this time in French and it will help you a lot. And as I've been saying, if you don't know your 1, 2, 3 in French, okay, or you have forgotten, then it will be difficult for you to know the French time. So in case you want to learn more about the 1, 2, 3, you have a video for that we taught about 1, 2, 3 from 1 up to 1 billion. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. And in the next video, you are going to discuss our time. Okay, this time around, we are going to focus on the 24-hour time again, but for professional format. Okay, for professional format. So don't forget to subscribe to this video for new lesson that will come. Thank you.